Hello everyone, update on my build, which is the Spark build, and as you can see now I am capable of doing T10 quite effectively actually. I wanted to share with you an update on what I did modify versus the previous video that was out a couple days ago, because I've been able to really step up the build significantly versus the last video, and I wanted to share with you what I did to be able to do so. So starting with skill. The very first thing that I did is I included Pierce into Spark. And Pierce is extremely strong because now I spend much less time clearing packs because it goes through the mobs and then a lot of them are affected by my Spark. So this is very good. I still use Inspiration, Acceleration, and Pierce. If I have more sockets, I am going to add the things that is reducing the cast speed and add the damage, or the things that just had the cast speed. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to try to do some stuff. I haven't tried to put any support gem on Sigil of Power. That's probably something I would try to do in the future. I haven't tried it yet, but that's also something that I may consider. Archmage, I'm not touching it. I'm still using the Lightning Mastery. Mana Tempest, same, no support. Conductivity, I'm using Expense and an 8 Curse. Lightning Warp, I'm not using it much, but it's Soul Drain as a support. Orb of Storm, this change. I added this, which is very important. I apply Lightning Exposure. With this, I have more exposure from the skill, and with this it grants me a mana regeneration. Usually this is the kind of things that I drop on me, so if there is mobs that are coming at me, then they get exposure and they get DPS quicker, and also drop it on bosses, so I increase my damage. Same thing for the curse. The curse has usually only use it on bosses or unique monsters. Moving on to the skill tree. And if you look at the skill tree versus last time that I put out a video, you see that it changed drastically. And the thing is that even if I show you something, I really try to improve things all the time, and I testing things and I removing points and adding them, and until I find something that really works for me as much as possible. And what I do now is I start from the bottom, from the right, and I take a maximum energy shield. I'm not taking the spell damage. I'm not taking those points here and going left. So instead I'm going here. I still keep this. I'm taking some crits because I removed the gem that was increasing my damage, but my spell couldn't crit. So now I took some crits. I took some crits here. Then I'm going top. Here I have a socket that is energy shield. I may consider changing it. This was during the leveling, but it's decent, but it's not great. Then I take the energy shield here. I obviously take the 40% increase Arc and Surge. I go here to take the 5 all elemental resistance and the elemental damage. This is very nice as well. I take this one. You see, I started to have some mana taken from Mana Before Life because I have so much mana regeneration that is extremely strong for me. If you're looking at my mana, I have 500, and this is without any buff. So if I go, let's say, okay, so if I go here, now I have my Arcane Surge. I'm going back to almost 900 mana per second. So my mana is skyrocketing. So this is very nice. And by the way, here my basic damage without any buff is 5600, which starts to be decent. So going back to here, and I was showing you my passive skill. So this is something that I took. I take this point also. So for more survivability, I take that one, and I go and I take this one. For the right side, I still keep this one because I have a lot of intelligence, and this is scaling quite nicely with my damage. As you can see, I'm moving towards this point. I haven't done some trials removing the intelligence here and putting it here, but I believe that next level is going to be this one for two reasons. More crit on my spell, more 25 less crit chance on me. It's all nice, so you want this. I take those 2 points. I go for Eldritch Battery. Be careful, you don't take this point before you have this amulet that is converting back some of the mana to the shield. If you take this point and you don't have this amulet, you're just going to have your life and all the points that you have on maximum shield and so on, this is going to be useless. So don't take this point if you don't have the amulet. This is very important. I keep this one, which is increasing skill effect duration, meaning that my sparks will stay longer on the ground. This is projectile speed, which is nice because my spark move quicker. I have the gem here. I may consider KO inoculation, but right now, because I have so many shield that 1000 life is not making a huge difference. But right now, chaos is not something that make me suffer that much. So I'm not going to pursue this for greatness, as they say. But that's something I may consider maybe moving above T10 maps. So it's not very far. Okay, that's it for the skill tree. Regarding my gear, so I'm still using this. I think the Sigil of Power is extremely strong. I could have a wand and a focus, but I don't have the budget to get a wand and a focus that is good enough to meet this, because I will need to have 2 great pieces to be able to have something decent, as I'm going to probably lose the Sigil of Power doing so. What I modify is my helmet, and as you can see, it has much more energy shield. It has a lot of mana, a lot of intelligence, and some resistances. What I strongly recommend you is when you are looking for a piece of gear, and by the way, if you're not sure how to trade, I have made a dedicated video, link is appearing right now. If you are looking for something that is a high energy shield item, you need to bear in mind that when you are filtering with the highest energy shield at the top, some of them will have the rune embedded that increase energy shield, and some of them will have 20% quality. If you manage to find a helmet that has equivalent energy shield to the highest but doesn't have the rune and doesn't have the quality, you have an amazing piece at end. Because if you are going to increase the quality and embed the rune, you end up with something that may become amazing. So that's exactly what happened with my helmet. Same thing for here, it wasn't increased in quality, I increased the quality, it didn't cost me that much, and this is something that I had, I think, last time that I did the video. I changed my feet, I finally get 30% increased move speed. I've done, I don't know, like 100 hours in this game without any move speed, and I can tell you, it changes my life. And that's it. I think that's what I did. I think now the biggest improvement for me is probably to have a 4th slot to my spark, which is not that expensive. I think it's about 20 exalted, something like this. So that is going to be a nice boost. Another area of improvement that I can think about is probably changing some of the jowl that are not that great anymore now. That could be another area. Moving from one wand and focus to from one staff to wand and focus, that could be another one. And potentially this, because this do not have any mana on it, so that's also something I'm considering. It's just that it has high cast speed, fire resistance, lightning resistance, chaos resistance, a lot of good thing. I guess if I go for chaos inoculation, I will feel more comfortable to remove the chaos resistance from this. I think that's it. That's all I had for you today. Thank you for watching. Like every video, if you like the content, if it's been useful, please consider subscribing to my channel. It's helping me a lot. As you see, it's a very young channel. I will bring a sustained amount of video in the future, talking about my storm weather, but I'm also going to consider playing over character to build some nice guide on over character. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video.